Do you like, love, or hate Kyrie's reaction?
Hated it. I mean, look, I understand that Kyrie Irving is like protecting the old school way here, and he's not wrong. But I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, Jalen Rose, works on the network. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah. Nice fella.
As he pointed out this morning on Get Up.
That's it.
What's that?
She said, "That's it, nice fella."
Nice fella, yeah.
I'm like,
nice,
really?
nice guy.
Really? You couldn't give a better compliment than that? I'm just saying.
Nice guy. He's a friend of mine, Molly.
Don't embarrass me.
He's a friend of mine, Molly. I'll introduce you one.
I'm a professional.
The point is, as he mentioned this morning, you didn't want him to score 50. Brother, what happened to the first 48? You should have done. But what about when he was at 28, 30, 33, 35? That wasn't a problem? It's a problem because he's going for 50 when the game is decided? No. Kyrie, play defense. That's all. We know Kyrie is capable of playing defense, but he doesn't always do it. Play defense on the dude. Don't be salty because you got torched. I mean, he's not wrong about the specific that specific moment. It's kind of Bush League. You go for 50. Stop it. But he has to make an issue about it when you just got lit up. That's ridiculous. Come on, stop it.
I say this respectfully.
Oh, God, what?
Because, that's my man. I mean, I know we butt heads, but it's all in fun. Jalen Rose and I go back many years. I love the brother. I really do, But he is not the one to make such a statement. I mean, it is Jalen Rose that gave up 81 to Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he
bring that up.
I'm just saying. I mean, you can't be on TV going like this.
Why do you have to bring up the worst moment, that one terrible moment?
Well, first, because I can.
Jalen brought it up.
13-year NBA career.
Allow me to finish. Number one, because I can afford to, because Jalen Rose synonymous with the Fab Five who can ball himself. I could throw a little shade on him because it's nothing compared to the bright light that shines on his career. I'm just
but
digging
his family
at my boy.
might get mad at you for that.
I understand that, but I'm just digging at my boy right now.
Family business.
It's a get-up segment on First Take. That's what it is. That's what I would have said to him, and he said that in front of my face. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna go take a quick walk. You guys
did give up 81 to Kobe.
Excuse me one second.
Jalen
tweeted, what about the first 48? And then he said, I should know.
Right. So I reminded him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just reminding him. That's number one. Number two, I loved that Kyrie did this. You know why? Because the Boston Celtics need to wake up. The Boston Celtics are 6-4. They've lost 2 straight. They've lost to Toronto. I believe they lost to Orlando. I know they lost to Indiana, and now they've lost to Denver. Now, obviously, understand this is not typical stuff here. Kyrie Irving is shooting the ball 4 less times thus far this year than he did last year. He's shooting 48% from the field, 41% from three-point range. He's averaging 19 a game. Jason Tatum has fallen off a little bit. I ain't worried about him. He'll be fine. But sort of matriculating Gordon Hayward into the equation, he's got a minutes restriction thing going on. He doesn't play more than 25 minutes. He's averaging exactly 25 minutes a game, only averaging 10 points, not really formidable yet. We understand how nasty and ugly that injury was that he sustained last year. What I'm saying is when you look at the Boston Celtics, with the things that have been transpiring with them, Brad Stevens trying to fit bodies in, you re-signed Marcus Smart. Terry Rozier is looking for a new contract. Aaron Baines, your big boy, coming off the bench as well. Gordon Hayward's in your starting lineup. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum are somewhat compromised because of it. Kyrie was injured, but he's coming back into the mix. They got a lot of question marks. I understand it. But I like stuff like this because he got an attitude. And you don't have an attitude just because somebody dropped 48 on you or tried to score 50. You got an attitude because you lost. You got an attitude because of how you're looking. And as a credit to you, you got an attitude because the Toronto Raptors are balling. 3-1 without Kawhi Leonard. All right, 10-1 overall, averaging practically the same amount of points per game without him than they are with him, which is 117. These are the Toronto Raptors who have a 3.5-game lead on you in the Eastern Conference. And they look so formidable that you don't want to let it get away from you where you don't have an opportunity to have home court advantage come playoff time because against the Toronto and against the Milwaukee, you might damn well need it. So the Kyrie Irving that I saw last night is somebody knowing how cerebral he is and how he thinks, and he prides himself on being steps ahead of the game. He sees what has been transpiring, and I think it's elevated his level of frustration. And he's like, enough's enough. We got to get it together.
The Celtics are going to be fine. They're not going to have as good a record as the Raptors.
No, but that's the goal.
But I know, I get it. Those two, they should be there in the end. They do have to keep their eye on Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm saying Milwaukee.
Budenholzer may be the biggest acquisition of the offseason other than LeBron James. But the point is this about what you're saying. You want a fire? You got to light a fire? Do it during the game on defense. Stephen A., Kyrie will lead this team to a great position by the end of the year. They will be in the conference finals. But in the meantime, don't get salty about him going for 50. Get salty about the first 48. What do you say about
fire comes when it comes.
What do you say about a pitcher who gets mad because a hitter shows him up, rounding the bases? You say if you don't like the way they trot the bases, don't give up the home run. If you don't like the touchdown celebration, don't give up the score.
You might say that, but when you are a professional athlete, what happens is covering them the way that I do, listening to them, what they religiously say is you find whatever needles you when you find it, when it hits you. I'm saying to you, it's not that Kyrie, this was the right thing to be upset about, but if this is what it takes, so what? That's what I'm saying.
If this gets them going, good for Kyrie.
Is this segment over?
I hated it.
Yes.
It's over?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
It's safe. It's safe.
Listen, I hope you have 81 reasons to smile now in life.
He does.